Kevin, you're like the donut man in baseball, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, yeah, something that started pretty young. So, you know, did it through college, signed, and actually Brady Anderson kind of came to me when I first signed, and you know, came to me with this big pamphlet on, you know, eating healthy and things, and kind of said, hey, I think you should kind of stop doing this. Like, all right, you know, I'll give it a try, and I really haven't gone back to it ever since.
Yeah, I was gonna say you kind of like continued the whole donut thing. I know Adam Jones had bought you over 1,000 or almost 2,000 donuts, right?
Yeah, it was crazy. I showed up my first spring training about the third day, and it was funny because our pitching coach told me, you know, hey, you can't be to the park until after 8 o'clock. And I was like, you know, that's so weird. I'm there by 7 every morning. Like, what did I do wrong? And I show up the next day, and sure enough, there's about 2,000 donuts in my locker, and you know, that was a pretty good way to start my first big league camp. So it was pretty cool. And then when I got called up, Adam Jones did it again. And you know, the funniest thing was the clubbies in Toronto, they had no idea about the story or anything behind it, so they were just kind of dumbfounded why I had so many donuts in my locker.
So did you end up eating all of them?
No way. I think they kind of got rid of a lot of them. I think they threw away a lot of them, but it was yeah, it was all in good fun. It was pretty cool.
And that started in 6th grade, so now you're what, mid-20s, and you're still doing it?
Yeah, well, I'm not doing it anymore, but yeah, I did it until, I mean, I was 22, so.
Is it true that you'd actually go onto the mound with like the donut powder on your face?
Sometimes, yeah, a little bit. You know, every once in a while, I'd spit or something on the mound, and I could see like the white, you know, the powdered sugar. I've kind of always been like that. I've always had a sweet tooth, and you know, that's probably why I have so many cavities.
I was gonna say, I'm surprised you didn't go the Little Debbie brownie route, because back in like 6th, 7th grade, those were pretty big.
Oh yeah, they're great. I mean, all that stuff's good.
You don't like going to the dentist then, I guess?
No, not really. I don't think anybody likes going to the dentist, you know. It's funny too, because my sister's actually a dental hygienist, so, you know, she.
What does she think about you?
She wears me out about, you know, because every time I come in, they can tell, you know, you've been eating a lot of sweets, huh? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, and the dentists, I feel like they always try to like relax you by putting on just like the ocean on the TV, and they have like it all painted very calm colors and stuff like that every time you walk in there.
Yeah, but then they tell you that you have gingivitis like every single time you go.
What other types of food do you like? I know you went to LSU, so there's like a lot of southern food down there, a lot of crabs, crawfish, and now you're in Baltimore, there's tons of crabs.
Yeah, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of the crabs in Baltimore just because they're so small, but I love crawfish. I live down in Louisiana, so I get all that food when I'm down there, and it's really good, and it'll put some weight on you, that's for sure.
I love the crabs and I love seafood, but I feel like the toughest thing about those is getting them open.
Yeah.
Like, you'd be starving, and it just takes you forever to actually get the meat. And then, like you said, there's not that much meat.
That's what I don't like about it. I don't like the fact that you work so hard and then you get a little bit. And there's so many different rules, like you're not supposed to eat the lungs or something like that. Yeah. You can get really sick. So I just kind of said, whatever, I'm over the crabs.
It's a bad place to go when you're starving.
Yeah, that is true, yeah.
Staying on the food topic, when you go to all these different cities, so you're here in New York, do you look for that kind of like steak spot? Or, for instance, you go to Philadelphia, do you look for that cheesesteak spot? Or, I mean, what do baseball players usually do?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I'm a guy, I like to get up a little bit earlier than most guys, and, you know, I'm a big coffee guy, so I have to have my coffee in the morning, and then I just kind of usually walk around the city. And if I have family or friends in town, that's when I'll try to go grab somewhere that's kind of, you know, known in that area. So, you know, I'm going to a steakhouse here. I'm working on which one I'm going to right now, but, you know, you just kind of find those nights where, you know, if you have a day game, those are your nights to go out and get a nice dinner and, you know, finally get to spend time with your family and stuff, so.
When you go out to eat with, say, for instance, like Chris Davis or Adam Jones, can you out-eat either of those guys?
No, I've never, I think I've only been out to eat with him like one time, but you know, Jonesy just crushes food. He just, I guess he's kind of always been like that from what he says. So he, yeah, and some of the food that he likes is kind of different. You know, he likes his burger with like everything on it, and he has this place in Baltimore that has the Jonesy burger.
Yeah.
It has, you know, avocado and bacon and pico de gallo and all sorts of random stuff on it. But you know, that's what he likes.
You got engaged this past off season. Very busy off season. What's life like that been like so far?
It's been good. It's been you know, a little different. You just have to, the biggest thing is when you introduce them to people. You know, yeah, I think it takes a little while to get used to that. But yeah, you know, obviously really excited. We set a date a couple days ago, so
Nice.
you know, we're getting married at a plantation in Louisiana, so it should be pretty cool. We got a ways to go. We're not getting married till 2016, so.
So who's doing a lot of the planning?
Oh,
You're your
that's
fiance.
all her. That ain't me.
You don't want anything? You're
Nah, I want
the
nothing to do
hands-off
with
type
that.
dude?
Yeah. Just tell me when to show up, and I'll show up.
What's the one wedding must though? Like, what do you have to have at this wedding
I think
that
in
you want?
I think in Louisiana, it's all the weddings are about the band. You know, people love jazz down there, so you got to get a good band.
Nice. There we go. So a year and a half until you're fully the Mr. and Mrs. Gausman, correct?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah, a year and a half.
All right. Well, congratulations. Good luck, man.
Yeah, thanks.